Hey, what's going on, guys? We are back. And today I got a real special treat for you guys. This past week, I've been getting hit up left and right. Many of my followers have been asking me to review Passive Profits program, the new program that seems to be catching a lot of traction right now. So I'm going to review this for you. I've done intense research on Passive Profits Passive Profits program. I've watched several hour-long webinars. So I'm going to give you guys the facts. This video is going to be pretty brief, but it's going to be potent at the same time. And I'm 100% confident that by the end of this video, guys, you'll have pretty much all the information and all the knowledge that you need to make the absolute most informed decision of whether or not to get involved in this program that we call Passive Profits that just launched by the creator Ontarian, who's a remarkable leader in the industry, by the way, guys. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in just a little bit. So real quick, guys, if you're new to the channel, thanks a lot for taking the precious time out of your day to swing by and to plug into this quick I guess you can call it a training, this quick education, because everything is about education. Wealth creation is about education and understanding. And that's what I bring here, guys, to help you live your absolute best in life, liberty, and of course, the pursuit of happiness so that you can go out into the world on God's green earth and become the absolute provider, guys. That's what it's all about. So smash that subscribe button. And without further ado, guys, let's get right into it. So Passive Profits program, what is it? Passive Profits is a new postcard program that just launched, and it actually uses a hybrid business model, what I like to call a hybrid business model. So this is a program that you can actually promote online or offline. You guys are going to start seeing a lot of new programs and opportunities pop up, guys. Many of them are going to be great programs. Some of them are not going to be so great. But the reason you're seeing a lot of these programs pop up, specifically in the realm of high ticket, is because online is starting to really dry up, guys. Unless you have a huge, and I mean huge, paid advertising budget, you better start to learn some skills, guys. And that's, I mean, I really can't put it any simpler than that. You better start learning some skills, and do not, and I mean do not 100% rely online. You don't need to. I can teach you guys some methods offline that'll bank you 6-7 figures in a year, no problem. You just have to learn some specific skills and get some things in place. And of course, operate with the right company, program, sponsors, and leaders, guys. That's so important. So let's get back to the subject on hand. Passive Profits program is a new postcard program that's got multiple levels to get involved, and we're going to talk about those levels in just a sec. I'm not going to get into the details of exactly of what Passive Profits offers, guys. I'm just going to go over the foundational basics to help you get a clear understanding of what it's going to cost to get involved in this business, the type of work ethic you're absolutely going to have to see any type of success in a program like this. And you're going to have to be in a position where you can actually utilize the tools, and the company is going to provide you with some pretty remarkable tools and resources, and we'll talk about those on the next slide. Anyway, so let's get into it, guys. So the levels to come into Passive Profits: you got your featherweight, lightweight, welterweight, middleweight, etc., etc. So you got 6 levels right here to come in, guys. This is a unilevel or single level pay plan. There's no, one of the biggest drawbacks, I think, of this compensation plan is that there's no built-in leverage. That may change in the future, but it is something that I absolutely have to bring up. For those of you who've been following me for years and years, you know that I'm a profit leverage monster. I love programs. I love opportunities with leverage. I'm still getting paid residual commissions and passive incomes from businesses that I built a decade ago today, guys. So that's what leverage is all about. So this is unilevel. There is no leverage that's built into this current compensation plan as of now. That can change in the future. So featherweight, lightweight, welterweight, middleweight, etc., etc. The different levels are 100, which is the lowest level. 50 gets paid out to the sponsor. The highest level to come in, which is the heavyweight, which is going to be a $4,000 ticket. $2,000, which is 50%. As you can see, all these payouts pay out 50%. And I actually think that's pretty fair. 50 to 60% seems to be an industry standard. If you're dealing or looking at compensation plans or programs that have more than one levels, you always want to pay attention to the payout percentages. You always want to be at least, and I mean this, guys, at least at that 50 to 60% payout level. And that has nothing to do, I'm not talking about having anything to do with closers. We'll talk more about that a little bit later in this video. But guys, you want to at least be getting paid 50 to 60%. And I think it's extremely fair. A lot of people say, well, 50% is not enough. You got to understand, guys, you're not the one providing this infrastructure. You're not the one providing the welcome kits to the members. You're not the one providing all the value, all the resources, everything to its members. So there's a cost for that. It's called infrastructure. So there's a cost that takes to maintain that infrastructure, guys, and it is not cheap. So 50, 60% are bare minimum industry standards. So I think the payouts right there are fine. I think they work fine. So as you can see, another thing that I like about this compensation plan that Passive Profits has set up is that, first of all, guys, there's entry levels. So let me make something clear. I didn't mention this in the beginning of the video. I am currently not involved in this particular company. This is just a review, an honest review. I'm going to break this down. And after I get done breaking this down, guys, like I said, you guys are going to have everything you need to make the most informed decision of whether or not to get involved with Passive Profits with Ontarian, his awesome family, and of course his amazing team as well. So hopefully this will give you guys the education that you need, and again, I believe that it will. So listen up, guys. Getting back to the levels that you come in, I think it's awesome that these price points actually fit most people or different people's budgets. So these price points are obviously targeting a wide, or what I like to call a really, really wide audience. And when you're talking about direct mail, when you're talking about offline, these are excellent price points. Everybody's got an extra $100. Are you kidding me? People spend more than $100 on a week on scratch off tickets or lotto tickets that they never win. So everybody's got an extra $100, $300, $500. So there's different price points for different members. Now, according to Passive Profits, the G spot, or the sweet spot, in other words, seems to be the middleweight, which are coming in at $1,000. And of course, the sponsor, okay, or upline, gets a $500 commission payment off that. Now, you can only earn in this particular compensation plan, you can only earn up to the level that you're at. So let me give you an example. If you come in at the $1,000 level, you can only earn these commission payments, period. So anything above this particular payment, okay, the level that you're at, actually gets rolled up to the next qualified sponsor. In this case, it will be the person at this level or the individual at this level, et cetera, et cetera. So it's important to understand, guys, that if you do come in at the $100 level, your commission payouts, no matter what member you refer, will always be only $50. So I'm going to repeat that because this is where a lot of people get confused. No matter what level you come in at, okay, your max commission payout would be only at that particular level. So if you came in at the lowest level, which is 100, and you referred a member that came in at the welterweight at the $500 level, you will only receive a 50%, or excuse me, a 50% commission of your original buy-in, which is $100. So you will only receive a $50 payment from this particular referral right here, and the rest of that will roll up to the next qualifying sponsor. So that's really, really important to understand, guys. So those are the levels. Again, I don't have a problem with these or all these. The levels seem to be pretty fair. And I actually like the way that this is set up because, again, it amasses to a ton of people. And 4,000 being the cap, I think is fair as well. The reason I can say that is because I know the statistics. I've been involved in direct mail for a long time, and I've absolutely mastered how direct mail works. Most high ticket programs, the G spot or sweet spot, seems to be about $4,000, $5,000, or $6,000. So any program you guys are ever researching that has levels higher than that, guys, I'm not to say that people don't invest that type of money. I've invested $5,000 in a high ticket program. I've invested $7,500 in a high ticket program, guys. So those things do happen and people make those types of investments, but you better believe that the product or service that that particular program is offering better be exceptional. And I mean, it better be absolutely exceptional for anyone to come in at these particular levels. So let's move right along, guys. Another thing that I want to talk about that's really important is the pay structure with the Passive Profit system. So the pay structure seems to be member to member, which means the members can actually get paid member to member directly, which is cool because you can actually choose how you want to receive payments, whether it's Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, Venmo, a wire transfer, bank deposit, Walmart to Walmart. You can literally get paid however you want in this program, which is really nice. Another key benefit, a big benefit to Passive Profits is that it's primarily a postcard program. There are a lot of really, really good flyer programs out there, but one of the biggest benefits of being involved in a postcard program, first of all, is that it's a lot cheaper to mail postcards. And a lot of people don't know that, guys. Postcard stamps are only 35 cents a piece, so you can get a postcard roll of postcard stamps of 100 for only $35, and that's just standard post office prices. Passive Profits is going to plug you with a really, really excellent resources that I'm extremely familiar with that's going to bring a lot of value to you when it comes to giving you discounts off stamps and print material, et cetera, et cetera. So again, I've done intensive research. I know who their source is for, or their prime source is for giving you guys the resources to get your stamps and postcards. And let me tell you, yes, it is an excellent resource. And I'll tell you, even if you came in at these two levels, this amount of money alone is worth that resource by itself. Yes, that's how good that resource is. As I said, I'm very familiar with that prime source. So again, guys, payments are member to member, which is awesome. So it makes it extremely flexible. And this is a business that you could do just from about anywhere in the United States. I believe currently it is US only. I do not believe that this is a worldwide opportunity. For those of you that are watching this video, please correct me on that if this opportunity is international. I do believe it's only US only right now. Okay, guys. So another thing, that I've noticed about Passive Profits is there's currently no follow-up system in place. And that's something that kind of bothers me, guys, because the fortune is in the follow-up. I've said this, I've been teaching people this for many years, especially in direct mail. I get direct mail signups today, guys, from direct mail campaigns that I've started 2-3 years ago. Yes, those things do happen. Someone can literally hold on to your postcard for 6 months or flyer, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years before they actually decide to join you because of whatever, reason. Everybody's on their own journey. People have different circumstances, et cetera, et cetera. Perhaps they wanted to come in at the highest level and it took them some time to save up that money, which is fine. The bottom line is following up or having a system or being plugged into a system that has an excellent follow-up system is absolutely paramount. And I don't see that here, guys. That's not to say that you can't set up your own follow-up system, get you a reliable, solid email autoresponder setup, et cetera, get you some good copy on those emails, have those emails being forwarded out to your prospects who inquire, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm sure you could set something like that up, and I would highly recommend it because it's all about the follow-up. It is all about the follow-up, but there's not a current follow-up system that's integrated right here with this platform. Which kind of sucks, guys. But again, perhaps it's something that you could set up on your own, and you could be taught to be set up, how to set it up on your own by getting with the right sponsor in Passive Profits, et cetera, et cetera. Another thing that I noticed about Passive Profits is that they do have coaches. The problem that I have is that the coaches that they do have don't have a particular system in place to where it's 100% completely transparent of how that entire process works. Through the hours and hours of research I did on this particular program, I have not been able to find any type of transparency about the processes that the coaches actually go through with your leads that come through this particular funnel. So in other words, as you're mailing out postcards and those prospects contact the number, contact the 24-hour Passive Profits number with your unique ID number, okay? When they get in contact with that coach, what's that process? What process takes place? Does that coach actually notify you, send you an email, et cetera, et cetera? What happens with the onboarding process once that particular prospect ends up coming on board? None of this stuff is clear at all. That's one of the things that kind of bothers me, but I have to make that apparent and I have to keep it real with you guys on that. I haven't been able to find total transparency with the coaches. Another thing that I ran into and Passive Profits is the onboarding process seems to take 24 to 48 hours. In other words, when you enroll in Passive Profits, it seems to take 24 to 48 hours for you to get your active website link, your ID number issued to you, et cetera, et cetera. So again, Not that that's an issue, guys, but I'm used to having things lightning fast. Again, I've been in this industry for many, many years, and I'm used to having things just done just like that. I'm used to 100% transparency. I'm used to getting people set up quick, because this industry, making money, creating wealth in this industry, is all about speed, 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 speed. And I can't stress that enough, guys. Now, again, that's not a deal breaker, but it is something to take note of if you're considering or thinking about getting enrolled in Passive Profits. Again, this is a brand new program, so these things can be optimized or straightened out within the next couple of weeks or couple of months. I would agree that they 100% need to tighten up their infrastructure a little bit better when it comes to the coaches being transparent, et cetera, et cetera. So guys, I hope if there's any additional questions in regards to Passive Profits, shoot me a text or give me a call, 323-238-5005. Shoot me a text if you have any questions, or you can leave them down in the comment section. I read all the comments myself. I do it personally. Remember, guys, I work for you guys. I want to provide you guys with the school and the education so that you guys can absolutely go out there and crush it and live a life by design. Nobody on YouTube, and I mean nobody, is doing what I'm doing on YouTube, guys. I'm gonna drop these educational videos for you guys on a daily, not weekly, not bi-weekly, not every month. You guys are gonna get this hardcore School of Hard Knocks knowledge from me on a daily, and I'm gonna keep you guys updated and educated on the absolute best business opportunities on planet Earth, period. Another thing before I end this video, guys, that I want to talk about is how beautiful and how amazing the welcome kit is in Passive Profits. I got an opportunity to go through the kit piece by piece, and I have to say I'm extremely impressed with how intimate, how personal, how colorful, how beautiful, and how complete everything is in the welcome package. It literally is like a business in a box. The only thing that's pretty much missing out of your welcome pack is your postcards. So if you get involved in this business, they're gonna provide you with the prime source. As I mentioned earlier, the prime source is excellent, probably one of the best sources that are out there. And I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to be honest with you, just these investments alone, guys, probably even the $500 investment alone is worth it by itself, just for that particular source, to get access to discounts on stamps, excellent high quality postcard material, et cetera, et cetera. So again, one of the things I want you guys to also understand when you're considering on getting involved in any business, okay, is one, transparency, transparency, transparency. Ontario Hawkins and his beautiful family, they're leaders in this industry. They've been in this industry for a while. They're not hiding from anybody. They're putting everything up front out there. They're doing videos. They're doing exactly what they should be doing as leaders. So I give them that. That's very, very important, guys. So in other words, if you're asking me whether or not I give Passive Profits a thumbs up or a thumb down, I would say I give it a thumbs up, just based off of the transparency alone. Everything that you get in your welcome packet is truly a business in a box, guys. It is a unilevel compensation plan with no built-in leverage. So this is a program that's going to require you to put in the footwork. And I mean put in the footwork. It's going to take consistent effort, right? It's going to take you becoming really, really good at generating traffic to your website and getting people to contact the 1-800 number so they can get enrolled or get in contact with the closers to get their questions answered, et cetera, et cetera. The bottom line is, just like any legitimate opportunity, the rewards are great, but I want you guys to understand that it is going to take effort, period, guys. I don't care what you get involved in, what program you joined. It's going to take effort, but I do promise you this, the rewards are going to be absolutely 100% worth it. And just remember, guys, just remember one thing. You put in the work, you'll get rewarded, and hard work only seems out of proportion to reward, but it never is. And that's one of the biggest secrets you'll ever learn. I'm going to say that one more time. Hard work only seems out of proportion to reward, but it never is. When you work and when you put in that work, the universe gives it back to you. It blesses you, and that's just the bottom line, guys. With that said, guys, I'm checking out. It's your boy Juan right here, the Direct Mail King, your favorite marketer, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bam!